All right, let me just let chat know in Discord. All right, cool. Let all of our friends know. Okay, guys, welcome to the Millie Shushies podcast. We are going to be covering the latest ice shooting that happened today. Unfortunately, he is deceased. And then we're going to go over the coverage of the riots and the violence that is probably going to play out tonight.
Yeah.
A lot of crazy footage to go over even now. So, that's good sake. All right, let's get to it. I think the first angle would have to be the Nick Sorter angle that I want to look at. So there was a couple of different angles. Now the Tim Pool one was interesting too, and I did see that the officer pulled the gun off of him. So that was information that we saw earlier. So let me grab this. So it seemed like at the beginning of this, it was already heated from the start. So okay, so here's the first confrontation that's going on, and this is what I have a problem with when it comes to the quote legal observers, because these people are agitators. They're there to cause problems. They're not there to just hold a sign and be like, I don't like you. They're being confrontational with ICE on purpose. That's a problem because this later turns into something absolutely deadly. So I wanted to see if I could go to the actual shooting itself, and we'll start there. So I think it's actually much further down the timeline, obviously, because there's a lot of stuff that is emerging about this incident. So I'm gonna have to go back like 3 hours later. Too bad I booked a hair appointment today while all of this shit is going down. So
Yeah, I immediately woke up to all this. I'm like, come on, I'm not even awake yet.
hang on, I'm already too far down, so did they take down the video? There's no way.
There's no way they took down the video.
Why is this so like far back? 11
I
hours
have a couple
ago.
angles of it.
Okay.
That looks marked.
Hang on. That was from when his car got struck. I saw the video earlier today that they had posted. Whatever. I'll just pull it from my archives. One sec. That's okay. Like 6 different people sent me the video, so I got it. But I wanna get the one that starts from the very beginning.
Yeah, I got that one right here.
Okay.
I just forwarded it to Lamb.
If you want, there's like a private chat option in StreamYard. So if you want to send it to me there, then you can send it to me there.
There you go. I forgot all about that.
No worries. Okay. Okay, actually I found it. Okay, so this is the first angle. God. I'm telling you, the Karens have to stop with the whistles because I'm promising they're impeding the investigation on the shooting because we can't even hear the conversations that are going on between the officer and this agitator that ends up getting shot. Okay, so there's the guy. He's in that black hat right there. Standing in the middle of the street. That's not a peaceful protest.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
It looks like they were trying to stop this woman in the Hyundai from leaving.
The fuck, people? The fuck is wrong with you? Honestly.
Okay, so the most important part is I think it's this officer right here who grabs the pew pew. Now, I think all of the shooting, like, after that was probably a little overkill, if I'm being honest. Like, the guy was already, like... Alright, like, right there, at that point, you shouldn't have heard another shot. Yeah. Like, that part was unnecessary. I would say that, right? Like, if all the justification is there, those extra shots at the end were not necessary. It was a bit overkill, in my opinion.
I thought the way that everybody around him reacted, I thought the first two shots came from him because everybody cleared out of there so quick. I thought it was from his weapon that those first two shots came from. But if he never got a shot off, then yeah, it's going to be excessive.
Agreed.
So I edited this video earlier because I slowed it down in slow-mo. So I'm going to send this into my Discord because I wanted to put that there earlier. So now I want that separate angle where the officer grabs it and runs away with the pew pew. If we can grab that really quick.
Yeah, I have a slowed down version of it.
Yeah, because I basically cropped out all of the snow and just zoomed in on the shot. So I grabbed that.
This is the slowed down version.
Just gonna add this to the Renee Good file. Upload.
Now, to me, when they pull the weapon off of him, at least to me, it looked black. And then I got really confused because there was a weapon that they released a picture of the weapon they said they took off of him, and it didn't, at least from my eye, it didn't match the color and description of that weapon.
Well, so the zoomed in portion of that weapon, you can see it has a sight. Like I saw like the generic sight that's on the top of the weapon. So I grabbed that really quick. One sec. And the thing is like, if these cops fucked up, I think they should be held accountable. I think that's pretty reasonable. Okay.
Absolutely.
But if this man was truly threatening their life, then I think that it's justified to have to use force. I think, unfortunately, with the threats that ICE is dealing with, the 3 attempted assassination plots on ICE, having a situation where, you know, they have people running around with guns on them trying to shoot them only makes this more difficult because it's kind of like already instilling a fear in officers to begin with, that they're already on edge. So here's the... Oh, wait, hang on. I'll have to just upload this to X on my own. But like, nobody should have to deal with this. And like, Tim Walz needs to go in there and tone down the temperature. Like
100%.
none of this is chill. This is all just like I said, manufactured chaos.
I hate that it's coming from this account, but let me send you this link.
Yeah, I did see that video that he put out.
I really hate it's coming from him, but I think that's a really solid angle of like what's happening.
Yep.
Who did it come from? Please don't tell me it's Harry Sisson.
It's Alex Jones.
Oh, okay. I
A
could
little
deal
bit
with
better.
I could deal with that. Alright, so here's the slowed down footage that I got. Now it's still pretty grainy. But this is in 0.25. Now, the important thing that I notice is this cop right here walks up to the scene. There's like a tumbler that's on the ground over here. He kicks that away. There's a second object that is grabbed and thrown on the ground. Now, I didn't figure out what that object was. And then you see this exact officer grab the pew pew and walk off the scene with it.
Yeah.
So this is where he goes and kicks that tumbler. This officer that actually shoots him first is over here dealing with these two. And at first, this cop grabs his leg.
Oh, do not show. I don't know if you can show the Alex Jones link.
So then he moves from the leg to the waist area. Now, during this period of time, I think this cop sees something because he grabs this guy's shoulder to get his attention. And almost simultaneously, you can't see it from this angle, but on the opposite side of this guy, there's another officer that is grabbing his holster and reaching for his pew pew. So it's something that happens within this time frame, which I can't see his hands and where his hands are at or where they reach to. But at this point in time, this cop grabs the firearm.
I would say screen the Alex Jones link on a separate monitor just because of how close up it is.
Okay. Why do
First,
you see
before
him
showing.
getting like pew pewed?
Like there's like a super close up angle of it.
All right.
But you can 100% see that the guy in like that silver jacket pulls something off the back of his, it looks like the back of his belt. So I don't know.
He's got his hand like right on like the right side of his back.
Yeah.
Because I need audio for this. And I'll have to go back to the other video here in a second to know whether or not the shot was fired before this officer or after this officer walked away. So I need to be able to hear when the first shot was. But this officer grabs the gun and runs away from the scene. And it's at this point everyone starts shooting. Now, I wanted to see if there was something like specifically in his hands when he starts falling. Because I haven't seen that yet, whether or not he had grabbed onto something when he was falling to the ground. So I'm gonna replay that Nick Sorter video, and then I'll have to screen the Alex Jones thing. What does YouTube have for restrictions in regards to that? Do you know?
I don't know. That's the only reason why I said to screen it.
Okay.
I mean, there's videos of it all over the place. I can't imagine that it would get you.
Well, so this is definitely the pew pew that officer was carrying. Like, confirm that was definitely the gun.
Yeah, there's no disputing that. You could see it in his hand.
Yeah, you could see the tan portion of the gun, but also this sight right here was also telling. And I think at this point I can confirm from the opposite angle that it wasn't a magazine that was on the ground that the officer had tossed, because something got tossed. And let me see if I can find that angle after I play this again. It's just annoying because all these Karens are fucking. All right.
With you, honestly.
The whistles.
Let's slow it down here. Just to 0.5.
Hashtag outlaw whistles.
All right. So confirmed that Before this guy fires the shot, the other officer already ran off with the gun. So I'm gonna play that again. All right. So that's the part that concerns me, is that he had already been disarmed before this cop shot. That's the concerning part for me. So they would have to be able to provide like some evidence that there was an additional threat after the firearm was removed. Because this is when he walks away and he's got the gun in his hand. And so after this guy leaves the scene, he's already got the firearm. He shoots. So I don't know if he's got, a gun or an additional weapon. I haven't seen that there's additional weapon or a knife or something. They would have to explain like what the active threat was after he was disarmed. That's what they're going to have to explain.
From my understanding of it was when he was on the ground before the shot went off, he tried reaching for his waistband, and that's what the one officer that shot saw. And what I've been saying all the entire time on TikTok was, when that officer is looking directly at that suspect, the other officer that grabbed the weapon is out of his line of sight, and there was a poor communication that officer disarmed him. If they would have said, I have the gun or whatever it is, then that could have been avoided of him reaching to his waistband. But from the way that it looks, there was no communication that he was disarmed when that officer, like I said, was looking directly at him the entire time.
Well, Lazarus says, okay, did the other officer know the gun was taken? I'm not sure.
The guy with the camo backpack is the one that pulls the holster off.
Okay, so this is the opposite angle. So he gets the OC. Okay, so this is the part where this cop kicks the tumbler, okay? Then he starts walking up to the scene. Of course, this fucking Karen is in the fucking way.
You can't even see the guy that disarms
that?
him, though, from this angle.
But did you see that? Okay. Something got tossed, and actually it's starting to look like a magazine because it is in fact black.
That could be it.
But I'm just gonna slow it down where you can see like they pulled something off of him and tossed it. Okay, see that? It looked yellow. See, it flips on the ground. Okay, so there's the gun's in hand, and so I don't know if this officer had seen that he did that. However, I am going to point out in this part of the scene that this officer here ends up grasping his holster. Right there. So this guy saw something and this cop saw something because his hand is on his gun right here. And then he lets go. So this cop definitely saw that the gun got pulled away. But I don't know if that means that this guy saw that happen. That's kind of like the hard part. So, I mean, I think all three of these cops saw a threat at the same time. That cop reached for the gun.
So,
what's up?
So from this is my thing. So from the Alex Jones first 6 seconds angle, it looks like it's an angle pointing out across the street. So whoever's recording up against that building, because you can see the 2 red cars in the background. There's somebody who's on his knees with like a camo backpack on that pulls a holster, and he goes to push the victim into like the middle a little bit, like to like distance himself. But the guy in the silver, like with that silver jacket, is still tugging at his pants. I don't know if it's for a magazine, but at that point, whatever he's tugging for, the main weapon had already been, if it was in the holster, removed.
So people are saying that they thought they heard him, the cops say gun gun. So let's see if we hear that. And unfortunately, in order to hear that, I have to turn up the Karens. So apologies in advance. Did you guys hear it? I don't think I heard it.
I didn't hear it.
I didn't hear it.
I mean, it's not what I heard. Maybe you can hear it from the other angle, but I don't think you hear it from this angle. So you would have to go back to the other one and see if you heard it. But from what I saw, I didn't hear that or see anyone say it. So
let me see if I can.
So we'll play the other angle and see if we hear it from this angle. Oops. I already have it in slow-mo. God, these people are so annoying.
I don't get the whistles.
Fuck people! The fuck is wrong with you? Honestly!
Okay, I heard it there.
You heard gun gun?
Yeah, I heard it there. Hang on. I'll play it again and I'll turn up the volume. Sorry in advance for it being loud, but I heard it there. Right there.
That angle, I did hear it too.
Oh yeah, gun.
Yep.
So I heard it this time. So I'll play it one more time for everybody who may not have heard it. And then if you want, this is going to be on recording on YouTube. So if you want to go back and replay it and see if you hear it again, it'll be there.
Yeah.
All right. That was clear to me. Now, I guess whether or not, I think this is going to depend whether or not this cop saw him remove it is the only thing. Because that, like, the other cop that's over here on the side, as soon as the guy in gray takes the gun away, he takes his hand off of his holster. So,
Can
I don't
you
know.
present my screen real quick?
Sure.
So,
is this the Alex Jones one?
Yeah, I'm gonna stop before it gets there, but so
Okay.
you can see.
Oh, they cleared this up much better.
Yeah, so you can see there. Am I crazy or does that look like the holster? This big black. What is
Well,
he?
keep playing it.
Because it slides right off. And then the guy in the silver keeps fighting for something in his back belt line. And then what? Oh, no. Stop sharing.
Wow.
Come on. No technical issues, man. Come on. You got to have.
No, I was trying to stop it before it got to the.
It got to the pew-pewing. I mean,
Yeah.
does YouTube really have like TOS about
I don't know
that?
what it is. I don't know what their rule is.
It's kind of graphic, like the way that Alex Jones has it. Like you can clearly see the pew pew as well as them firing. Like you see the shells even come out of the gun. I watched it a few times.
They definitely cleared up the noise, so he must have had some like people really work on making sure the noise was cleared from the picture that they were showing. But hold on, let me go to the Alex Jones thing. You sent it to me, right?
Yeah. Let me double check though.
It's in the private chat, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, hang on. All right, I'm just gonna look at it myself. I mean, he moved the first cop moves it out of the way. Is that a cell phone in his hand? What is he holding?
I can't tell.
Okay, hold on. I think I could show this part. One sec. They need body cams. Stat.
They really do.
They really do. Like, this is kind of ridiculous at this point. Like, they know these things are likely to happen. Okay. Yeah, there we go. All right. I don't know what this is in his hand.
So he
So
he removes that off of his belt, which I thought was a holster, but the guy in silver keeps fighting for something in the back of his belt line.
What's is that the spray?
Maybe.
All right. I'm going to take it off of the screen so that I can look at it.
Yeah, it looks like he has spray in one hand, and then he pulls out his weapon with the other.
No, I see what you're talking about on the side lamp.
Yeah,
I don't think that's the holster, because that's a small holster for a pig or for a SIG P320. I don't think that's the holster. From what I was gathering and what I seen, the holster was in his in the front.
From this angle, I'm gonna be honest, I don't see how this officer doesn't see him take the weapon away.
Yeah, like it's a very
like he would have had a clear visual, so like there would like in order for this to like be legit, in my opinion, and like I said, you have to admit if they did something wrong. You know what I mean? Like I think honestly there is enough there to question certain things about this. I don't think that's wrong. I think that one, these situations put officers in incredible fear to begin with. But I think this guy saw this guy take it away. I do. I don't see how he misses that.
This is my other question. If they know if they disarmed him from his handgun, and what I think is in that officer's other hand is the spray, why did you have to unholster your weapon if he's been disarmed?
I don't know, and I think I'm gonna play it again just to see if I think that he clearly has the sight to see. Because look, his eyes are here. He's watching what's going down at this position. Now I want to know where this guy's hands is. Okay, I see a hand here.
Yeah.
Am I mistaken that I see a hand here?
No, it's 100% his hand.
Is that his hand? There?
Maybe. Yeah. Oh, yeah, but it doesn't look like anything was in it.
But I do see the hand go back in.
Yeah, I see it. That was his hand.
Okay, so see the hand goes back in. Okay, here's the hand here. Now something's in his hand. I don't know what it is though.
But watch his hand when he pulls away. It doesn't look like anything's in there.
So okay, right there. Something's in his hand. There. What is that? This here. Do we have an idea of what that is? Because
that's his hand, 100%.
Well, that's his hand, but he's definitely holding on to something.
It could be
there's an object.
It could be this. It could be like he's holding onto a cell phone like this.
Yeah.
Because there's a sight on it. If that weapon is his phone, or if that weapon was his weapon, there would be a sight popping like above that profile. Because like it looks like he's holding onto his phone like this.
Yeah.
Okay,
Because like the
but
chat is saying, he did have his phone prior to that.
I did see the hand go back in though. And that, I think that's going to be the crucial steps right there. I see the hand and the hand goes back in. So like he has one hand's holding the phone here and then I've seen hands go back in.
I think this is going to be the case that makes them start to wear body cams.
They're going to have to. But honestly, this would clear up a lot of stuff. And like, isn't this a body cam?
I don't know.
Don't some of them do, like, some of them wear body cams? Because I could have swore I've seen CVP with body cams after the Renee Good situation.
That bump looked like it's the badge. So if you roll it all the way to the beginning, it looks like it's his badge, maybe, or like the logo that hangs in front of the vest plate.
Yeah, I'm gonna personally say I think this guy saw this cop pull the gun out. I do. I truly do.
Because then
right there, like he's got the gun out. He's holding on to the gun. But he's already pulled from holster.
If Alex had,
go ahead.
But I was gonna say, if that's the thing, this is my thing. If Alex had 2 guns, then why not just come out and say he had 2 guns and only put out a picture of one?
Exactly.
I don't.
That would make everything.
I mean, I don't think that they've said that there's 2 guns.
No, people in chat were saying, I think he has 2 guns. I think Alex had 2 guns. My question is, if he had two guns,
is it his gun that they got for sure, or was it the magazine? It looks like the gun to me. Like when he walks away, you can see the sight and the gun. Like I could see the sight before I even looked at the actual picture of the gun and see that it has a sight on it. So I don't think it's the magazine that they're pulling there. Now, to be fair, they don't know at this period of time if he has another gun. Like, this man had multiple magazines on him, and I'm just going to talk about that fact, okay? When I take my pew-pew out and about, I'm not walking around with, like, 2 extra magazines on me. If I'm being honest. Like, when I walk out the door for my protective firearm, I don't have, like, 2 other magazines ready to go. I walk out with 1 mag. It's about 15 rounds. Give or take. I don't need more than that unless I'm an absolute shitty shot. So I do think that this guy was looking for trouble. I don't know why he had multiple magazines. It doesn't even make sense why he would be running around. But I don't know.
Yeah, makes no sense.
But at this point in time,
I carry 2. I only have just the 1 in my mag. That's it. And that's 7 shots and 1 in the head.
Yeah, my husband and I were discussing that too. We're like, if you have good intentions of you're just using your firearm for self-defense, like nobody really walks out the house with multiple magazines ready to go. It's just, I don't see that happening. So I do think that this guy was looking for trouble, but they hadn't fully searched this guy yet. Also, here's that thing that was still in his hand. So I don't.
Oh,
that looks like a phone.
This is a good point. This is a good point. So I don't know if y'all know this or not. If I remember correctly, I believe SIG has had issues with accidental discharges this year.
Yep. And that's the main culprit is the P320.
So the P320 is one of the main weapons. I'm wondering, so Donut Operator made a great point on Twitter. He goes, we were talking about this on stream today. The gray jacket guy definitely took a gun off of Pretty's right hip, and a split second later, the first shot goes off. Could this have been a P320 accidental discharge? And if that is, this would be like the 5th or 6th incident like this, I believe.
Well, so you think that there was an accidental discharge before he shot?
There's been like accidental discharges with it in the holster. and like it hasn't been touched. So
Oh.
if they were fighting for it,
Did someone say clip? Did I say clip instead of magazine? I don't know. If I did, the correct term is magazine. That is true. Okay, where's the volume? Hang on. Let's turn the volume back on.
yeah. So
Well,
as
one, I can't see either firearms during this period of time.
yeah, I know.
I don't know.
Because as of May, because I remember reading this article. As of May 2025, an investigation reported that as of April 23rd, at least 120 people had alleged that their P320 fired without the trigger being pulled, leading to more than 110 injuries and at least one death in total.
Are you talking about the officer's SIG?
Whatever the SIG that was
I don't think he
tweeted
has
out.
the SIG. I don't think he has the SIG.
No, he does. He had a
It
P320.
is?
Yep.
Yeah, he had. I
have
believe
a P320.
Oh my god.
Listen, that shit's been sitting around and it hasn't accidentally gone off. So I don't know.
That's why I like
Let's
my
take a look.
Cougar.
I mean, SIGs are nice guns. I mean, I've
know.
never had a problem with my SIG. Yeah, it is a SIG Sauer for sure.
I never liked them. I like Glocks. Those are my everyday.
I think that's a far stretch. If I'm being honest,
I do
I think that's a big
too.
stretch. Go ahead. Sorry.
I said
What?
I do too, but it's like I wouldn't be shocked at this point. I mean, and that's a really sad thing if that's how this turned out.
I want to see this from this angle again.
So there's the thermos.
Well, he's grabbing for something though before he tucks in. Did you see that? Something's on the ground and he goes to grab it. Did you see that? Am I crazy? Something gets on the ground, he grabs it and then tucks into a ball.
Oh, what?
Yeah, he did grab something.
Right there. Sorry.
And they keep pushing people, you know? And they keep pushing people, you know?
Okay, it's at this period of time he's like grabbing something. Something fell on the ground there. I don't know what it was, but here's him grabbing it.
Yeah, his hand went flat and then grabbed something and then pulled it towards him from what I'm looking at.
I can't zoom, but I can screen record and then zoom in on Clipchamp. So, one sec.
They're doing too much, man, and they keep pushing people, you know?
Sorry, my screen record is too small. I need to resize that. So, actually, I'll just clip it from here. Three, two, one. Okay, he definitely grabbed something. That much is for sure. Now let me pull this up in Clipchamp. Now whatever it was, it's something that he continued to hold on to in his hand like the whole time. All right. Now, is there a way to show this on screen through StreamYard? Is the question. Let me see. Let's just close this out completely and then reshare screen. Window. So this. Okay.
What is that?
Where'd it go? Okay, there it is. Okay, I think something falls. And he grabbed it. Okay, did you see that reach? Because I saw it.
Yeah.
Now I'm trying to see if there was something that was dropped on the ground before that happened. But whatever he grabs and then immediately tucks into a ball. So whatever he grabbed, he didn't want them to have. That's for sure. And then it becomes a tussle. So. And it's
Wait.
just. What's up?
Go to
Do you think it was the gun? Do you think that he like accidentally dropped his gun and then he grabbed it? Looks like a can of pepper spray that was kicked away. So somebody said.
I mean, it's black and it would match.
Cops kicked the cylinder object away. I know that much. I know that the guy in the gray jacket shows up and kicks the thermos away because that's the thermos that falls on the ground. But something else fell on the ground too because he doesn't grab the thermos. He grabs something else.
Oh. Wait.
What's up?
Was that woman in
What woman?
Go to Anthony Court's Twitter account.
Just send me the video.
Yeah,
Whatever
I got
it
you.
is,
Hold
just
on.
send it in private chat. I'm gonna take a look at this angle one more time. See if I see
It
anything.
looks like he.
Now this guy starts hitting him. I don't know what that was about. But this man, I don't know if he's pistol whipping him or what, but I mean this cop starts hitting him. He pistol whipped him. I mean, I don't know if that's part of the handbook though, if I'm honest, pistol whipping. Well, I don't know if that might get that guy in trouble. Because I don't think
Was he punching a woman?
So he was definitely like assaulting somebody prior to ICE detaining him. That's true. Like he was doing some nefarious shit before ICE detained him. However, nobody's gonna care about that.
Okay, it looks
People
like,
are gonna care about whether or not the cop that shot his gun did it
looks
in a
like
lawful manner.
Yeah, it's like a Yeti tumbler falls. He goes into a ball.
No, there's something else he grabs. I don't know what it is.
It's not big.
Too much, man.
Hang on. I need this guy to shut up with his commentary. Shush.
They keep pushing people, you know?
All right. They're fighting over something right here. Okay, there goes the tumbler. I don't know where it came from, but
It's something small.
something small.
Because
That's
you
why
can
that's why I said I don't know if it's that guy's phone.
look. So I sent
need
you the
another
link. I sent you the link that I was watching. It looks like something super small that you can like wrap your hand around and like protect. I don't know what it was, but it was. It was something like.
I don't think it's the phone though. Where's the other angle? I thought he had posted both angles. This is the first angle, but where's the other one? Is it his phone? I mean, phones seem like he had quite like a close grip on that. I'm not sure if it's the phone, but he did have a phone in his hand prior. Is it this?
From what it looked like to me, it looked like he had his phone like this when he was on the ground because you could see the cameras.
Because this is the cop. He's got the pew pew here. You can see it. I don't know what Nick Sorter had said. Watch closely. 51-year-old suspect involved in today's border shooting can be seen reaching for his firearm as agents attempt to take him down. But I think he must have done that before seeing this, because this footage shows the cop actually walking away.
Yeah,
with
like
the
he has
gun.
something in his hand and he's like this.
Now, I don't know why all the other cops decided to pull out their guns and start shooting. I think that was a little silly. Is this the other angle? Yeah. Oh, shut up, Karens. Okay, he's got the phone in his hand. I'm trying to see what dropped.
Oh, I wonder if it was medicine.
Medicine.
Yeah. So watch the video I put in there from Anthony Court. I put the link in the private chat. At 15 seconds, I assume it's him. Say, I'm fucking sick. Leave me alone.
Okay, let's grab that footage.
So many layers to this entire situation.
So I said, like, this is something that has to be like completely dissected frame by frame. It's worse than the Renee Good thing. Okay, Anthony says what now?
Here's the most clear footage that's been released so far.
God, shut up. God, the whistles are so annoying. Okay, I'm still looking to see what falls on the ground. Okay, I see the cup on the ground. This fucking artard. This artard right here. The lack of self-awareness.
If you go, so
Okay.
it's right around the 25, 26 second area, you can see his hands, and it's like this. It's like he's trying to hold on to something, but it's not big enough to be a firearm.
Yeah, whatever it was, this is the part in time where he grabs it. Okay, well, at least at this angle, you can see the hands better. And I think this guy tries to get whatever's in his hands out of the way. And of course, these idiots are walking like straight in front of the angles that everybody needs to see.
You can see here the agent.
And even Anthony's like head is in the way. Is there this footage exactly without Anthony in it by chance?
I don't know where he got this footage. Let me check.
Like, because he's still got things in his hands right here. These are his hands. I mean, at this point in time, the gun is off of him. And I just saw his hands here 5 seconds ago. So something happened between this time frame, and I wish Anthony's head wasn't here because I'd like to see whether or not his hands are still here or not. And I can't see it because the head's here. But at this point in time, this cop pulls the gun.
You can see here the agent did retrieve a gun from the suspect. And if you compare it here, it appears to be the same firearm. If you time it out, it's about 3 seconds from when they say gun and the first shot is fired. But this leaves me with a few questions. One, did they believe he still had a firearm and were unaware that it was retrieved by this guy? 2, did they mistake it for something else he had in his hand? 3, did he grab onto one of their weapons? Thing is, in the heat of the moment, those 3 seconds happen a lot faster than we all think. But in the heat of the moment, what would you have done?
Well, okay, so you do hear people yell gun, gun, gun. So, like, and I think it came from an officer, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So, I mean, a lot of that can be really confusing in that type of a conflict. But I do think it's worth opening an investigation just to make sure that nothing nefarious happened. I don't know if the pistol whipping was necessary, and I don't know if it was necessary to like shoot him like 6 more times after bro's already like on the ground dead. But that's what I'm gonna say about that. I mean, I wanted to go into the situation that's emerging now because you have people that are gathering up in the streets, armed people that are going out there. This guy posted out. He's says he's an Antifa member. And this is where things are going to start to get difficult.
My name is Kyle. I'm Antifa, and there's so much rage in me that I've had to record this like 15 times trying to get the message out. They fucked up, okay? Go watch my other videos. Doesn't matter if you're not here and you're not caught up. You missed the fucking fight. But if you are, it's time to suit up. Boots on the ground. Nicollet and fucking 26th. My house is 4 blocks away. Anywhere between Franklin and Nicollet and 26th and Nicollet. Show up, ready to go. Okay, not talking about peaceful protests anymore. We're not talking about having polite conversations anymore. I am talking specifically to my fucking followers. This is everything I have fucking talked about, and this is exactly what I said was gonna happen. This is exactly what I said was gonna fucking come when we didn't fucking go and march on fucking Whipple with guns. Sorry, but welcome to America 2026, where Second Amendment is the only thing that's going to keep you fucking protected from literal fucking Nazi gunmen that are killing innocent people in the street with impunity. This is not a fucking joke. There's nothing fun to chant about it. Get your fucking guns and stop these fucking people.
That guy's going to jail. Like, no questions asked. Like, the FBI, I mean, they're going to show up at your house. It's just not going to be your Antifa buddies. It's going to be the feds. And that's going to be actual insurrection charges.
I just want to say, if God has a sense of humor, please let it be with him in that dress.
I don't think it's going to be in the dress. But I do think they're going to make a show of him. By the way, the appellate court overruled the district court's decision, and they will be charging Don Lemon, by the way.
So I saw something about that. I just didn't know if they made an official announcement.
They did. So on top of that, you had an officer today got his fucking finger bitten off. So an HSI officer literally lost a finger. So much for the peaceful protesting. Like, can we just admit this is not peaceful protesting? Out here enforcing the law, losing a fucking finger. Like, come on now. What the fuck are we doing?
Like, that's
crazy work.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy. I'm just at a loss for words with it.
So I don't know if Trisha made statements on what happened today. I have not seen her make the statement yet. I saw the footage here, but I think Kristi Noem went out and made like a statement. I don't think she talked on it much. She basically just laid out what everybody thinks happened as far as on our side of the aisle. But they're also saying now, hold on one sec. Armed community members are standing guard outside of the exact spot where Alex Petty got shot and killed by Border Patrol agents this morning. So I don't understand, right? Like, if you want an investigation to happen, Why are you stomping all over the crime scene? Please tell me how that makes sense. You want an investigation, but you're walking all over what could possibly be incriminating evidence.
If you can black out our face, that would be preferred.
No. Definitely not. You're the fucking idiot standing out here with your guns.
I want to do it.
Could you do us a favor and black out our face? No. You guys didn't want masks, remember? You wanted everybody to be exposed, but now you want your face covered up. What happened to this? Like, this is today's version of, like, the Klansmen. Because Klansmen weren't fucking working for the government, by the way. Klansmen were nothing but a bunch of fucking vigilantes running around, you know, fucking up anybody they wanted, going into places of worship, you know, chasing and terrorizing people on the fucking street. Like, that's what the KKK did. Like, the Democrats just go right back to their fucking roots over and over and over again. Now, apparently they're chasing down James O'Keefe.
Yeah.
In downtown Minneapolis, we have a team of undercover reporters still inside the mob. I was at the scene of the shooting, covering it this morning, and basically we barely got out of there alive. There were a few hundred that surrounded us, started throwing ice bottles at us. A few hit us, hit our vehicle. They were starting to rip off my bulletproof vest, so we got out of there. We were followed, we were tailed, and here we are right now. We just got this message, and it says, we know that you're in Minneapolis. You're with O'Keefe and his crew of Nazis. You're in a white Ford license plate. They actually wrote the license plate down from Florida. You have 1 hour to leave or you're dead. You have 1 hour to leave or you're dead. We are going to produce our footage, gathering everything we've got from this weekend. We're going to put our report together along with the hidden camera footage that we have. We still have undercover people in the field. Please pray for my team's safety. This is worse than anything I could have possibly imagined. I have security with me, former Marine, and he said that it was worse than overseas, and it was certainly anything worse than I've seen the cartel at the border. We're going to contact law enforcement, DHS, and the FBI, and we're going to try to get out of here safely so we can bring the news to you. Stay tuned for our report coming Tuesday, 1 o'clock.
Like, this is giving that they want civil war. I think Donald Trump needs to understand the severity of the situation that we're in right now. He needs to just invoke the Insurrection Act and squash this before it even kicks off. Go ahead.
I was going to say, so I saw a report. I need to confirm this or not, but I saw a report come out that the Hennepin County Sheriff Office has formally requested the National Guard. I don't know if they got activated or if that is enough for them to get activated. But the law enforcement around the Minneapolis area is now asking for the National Guard to be sent to Minneapolis for help.
Oh, now they want the National Guard involved. That's crazy. It's almost like someone tried to, like, get the National Guard involved, and then they filed a lawsuit so that the National Guard couldn't be fucking involved. And now they're admitting that they in fact need National Guard because these people are nothing but a fucking bunch of vigilante thugs that are trying to stop ICE from doing their job. So I'm glad Tim Walz has realized that, hey, it's probably about time we call in the National Guard. This is exactly what he did during fucking George Floyd. He came in way too late with the National Guard. Oh, now we're going to do something. Now that the city's, like, on fire. Fuck me. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, it wasn't even Tim Walz or even Tim Walz's office. It was straight from the Hennepin County Sheriff, Dewana S. Witt, who said that due to potential for continuing growing conflict related to today's federal agent involved shooting, Sheriff Dewana Witt has requested assistance from the Minnesota National Guard to support our deputies at the Whipple Federal Building so that we can reallocate deputies to other areas in need of support in the county. So it didn't even come from Waltz. It came from the sheriff saying, we need help.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, they're listen, these people don't like law enforcement of any kind, because the last time that this happened, it was over the local police after George Floyd. So it does not matter who comes in and enforces the law. These people want to live in a state of anarchy. That's what they want. They want to run their own fucking show, do whatever the fuck they want, unthwarted. So, ICE put out on January 24th, our officers were swarmed and attacked by these violent agitators. Courageous men and women of ICE were subjected to the following attacks: hurling and kicking dangerous objects at officers, violent physical assaults, including biting, tackling, punching, deliberately ramming and assaulting with vehicles, issuing explicit death threats, aggressively obstructing and interfering with lawful arrest, attempted assaults on law enforcement personnel, efforts to vandalize and destroy government vehicles, carrying and brandishing homemade weapons. A reminder, if you assault federal law enforcement, you will face consequences like these agitators. So it seems like all of these fucks are in custody, and this one looks like he got fucked up pretty good, because I can see like the fucking bruising on his face. They fucked that guy up good.
I believe the red was it the red one that bit the finger?
I think it was this guy. I'm pretty sure it's this person that bit the finger, because I can imagine like either that or that guy, but I don't think it was. The pictures that I saw was this guy and this chick. So like again, Tim Walz needs to get control over his own fucking constituents. And this is why allowing people to quote unquote peacefully protest. This isn't peaceful protesting. This is like deliberately planning to follow ICE around to every location they got. You have to have a permit, okay, to lawfully protest now. Like you file a permit, you get a designated area, that's where you host your protest. These people are purposefully following and coordinating ICE around to try to impede their investigations. That's not protest. That's just being rebellious.
Did you see the Cam Higbee thing?
Not yet. No. There's so much footage to get
I
to
just
because
put it in the private chat.
Because they're doing their own autonomous zone now. Did you see that?
Yes. Guess how they're all communicating?
Oh, I'll get to that.
Yeah.
Because now, and by the way, we were already here with George Floyd. They've now set up the autonomous zones again. Just blocking off the street. I'm so glad I don't live near, like, really close to Seattle. Because I hate this kind of shit. And you know they're going to be doing this in other states, too. It's not going to be Minnesota that they continue to do this in. Okay, so let me go to the... Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Guys. They're already doing the memes.
Oh, no.
They're already doing the memes. How do you think ICE is doing in Minnesota?
I can't.
Oh, that's so
funny. It's a little soon for that, homie. Just gonna say, it's a little too soon.
Especially since we don't know how that the pretty situations can turn out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, I would feel bad.
I know.
But they all joked and made fun of Charlie Kirk getting shot in the throat. So I would feel bad, but I truly don't. I truly don't.
Saying that the girls from the summer camp with that flood in Texas deserved it because their parents voted red.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
No
too.
sympathy for the left, really.
Yeah.
All right, so this is the Cam Higbee one, right? You just showed me this one. All right, one sec.
Signal Gate Democrat.
There will be no outrage over this, I promise you. There'll be zero outrage if this does end up being what it is. All right, hold on. Start this from the beginning. Southside RR Daily. High volume chat group. All leads start here and get past in FTP chat when it's confirmed ICE activity. Okay. Everyone in this chat needs to be arrested. You're making coordinated conspiracy efforts to impede officers. That's what this is. There's 700 people in here.
Yep.
I don't want a double standard. If the J6ers all got tracked down and went to prison, then you need to go to prison too for this shit. Sorry. Maybe when the next Democrat comes into office, they'll pardon you. But I think you guys should feel what it's like to be in solitary confinement for 4 years. He just scrolls through all of the people in there.
Yeah, but there's a
I want to see the messages.
Yeah, if you scroll down, yeah.
Hi, getting wind of another ICE-involved shooting near Gamdal Donuts this morning. I have been told that there are plenty of RR teams there. I don't have any confirmed details, but we suspect an on VB's or server, was shot and been taken to the hospital. Just wanted to post to remind everyone to keep a level head and stay safe. Well, I mean, you guys are getting people shot. Okay, like let me put this in perspective for you. If Renee Good had not been doing this shit, she would be alive right now. If she was just at home being a fucking mom, minding her own fucking goddamn business, she'd be alive right now. This guy who was being a legal observer, if he was minding his own fucking business, he would be alive right now. Instead, they all thought they were going to be cool and do this shit and get shot.
So go back and click on the original video where you're scrolling. It's a thread. Look at the information and the shit that he got. It is
this
wild.
is just him scrolling through. He doesn't show anything.
Click on it and then look at the replies.
Yeah,
he
that's what I'm looking
more
at
stuff
right
in
now.
there.
There's a lot.
Okay. While on shift, please put emoji in front of your signal name so we know your role and location. This is literally conspiracy. This is worse than what J6ers did.
Yep.
Because J6ers didn't sit there on their fucking phones and coordinate an entire fucking effort to try to go after Capitol Police. This is a coordinated effort to fuck with the feds. That's what this is. This is all conspiracy. Admin post tonight. We offer Bloomington patrol training at 8 p.m. A signal call is limited to 75 users. We will offer additional training sessions at future dates. So if you do not get to attend, know that there will be other sessions. So on top of that, they're training these people to do these things. These people need to be arrested. Whoever is at the head of this organization, that person needs to catch 22 years. Enrico Antario caught 22 years and he wasn't even fucking at J6.
There's so much. You just keep going. There is so much information in this.
I still haven't been able to take patrol training. Was previously in the patrol training group, but left since I wasn't actively engaging. Request to rejoin several days ago, and I finally had time to do it, and still have not been let in. Does anyone know how I go about getting back to the patrol training group, or what other training options there are? Is this house.minnesota.gov?
Yeah.
Is that their response?
Statement. Yep. Yeah. Statement by Representative Tabke regarding proposed ICE detention center in Shakopee. Posting here as this will impact our entire metro, and Shakopee is our neighbor.
So they set up patrol zones. Are these people working? How are they doing this every day without work?
I'm gonna be honest. I think this is a little too organized for normal everyday people to do. I really think that there's some bigger. I'm not gonna throw any names or anything out there, but there's some bigger entities out there that are helping them with organizing this as good as they are. It's a little sketch to me.
This is crazy work.
White Chevy Silverado with the newly changed plates with the coexist sticker on the back. We're on Irving and Lake Street, going north on Irving. We seem to be the only commuters following. Just wanted to give an update on our location.
Thank you. Do you have anyone in the car with you?
Yes, I do.
Lovely. Thank you.
And we are getting a photo sent to the chat for confirmation.
This is John 612. That we are at Grand and Lake. We're heading toward Irving. We can try and join you.
Thank you, John 612.
Hey, this is Lokito. I'm getting some messages from the WhatsApp group that they're driving around on 28, 29 Pleasant and Pillsbury Avenue. If you want to swing by there first, I'm making my way down that way as well. I am on Lake and Park.
I'll relay to the Spanish chat, or sorry, relay to the Uptown Whittier.
Tired.
Thanks, Aaron.
That Ford just
We just should be
great
fine.
just last
On the car. But
Please go on mute. John 612, please go on mute.
it's gonna be a right. The next right.
Lokito, go ahead.
yeah, that great.
Bro, I don't want to hear shit about J6 ever again.
Way towards Cedar. That was on Lake and
Wait,
Hmm.
I need to go to this page.
Okay, we've got 2 commuters.
I still have.
50.
That's confirmed.
Do we have anyone in this call who's at 28th, 29th Pleasant right now? Lokito, you're not there, correct?
Don't wave at them. Do not wave.
Correct. I am on 3rd and Lake. I would be there in probably like 2 or 3 minutes.
This is Liv. I'm at Cedar and Lake going west. Do you want me
I guarantee you that Renee Good was a part of an organization like
I'm
this.
concerned about the reports from the Spanish WhatsApp about 28th to 29th and Pleasant. Ern's relaying to Uptown, but Lokito, if you could head there, if you're up for heading there and you're only a minute or 2 out, that'd be great.
Hey, this is Fubar. We're also about a minute out.
Amy, and they said J6 was organized. Holy hell. Like I said, Enrico Antario was spending 22 years in prison. He wasn't even there because they said he was part of the conspiracy. Okay, so like, let me make this perfectly clear. This is point blank textbook conspiracy. They've created an organization. They created communications. They've done training to purposefully impede ICE agents. That's what this is. And I'm so sorry. I want Pam Bondi to do her fucking job.
So I started scrolling through that thread. One of the people in there, Evelyn Hockenstein, senior photojournalist at Reuters based in DC, president of Woman Photojournalism of Washington.
Yep.
This is going to be a lot to unpack.
There's so much information and data.
I hope the FBI is already investigating this. And I want to know who's funding this, okay? I'm going to tell you, 700 people running around, chasing ICE around during daytime work hours. Someone's paying these people. I don't care what you fucking say, okay? Either you're sitting there on government assistance and using government assistance to actively protest the federal government while you're on federal assistance.
There's also layers. Like, look.
Or someone's paying you.
Yeah, look, there's layers. If you re-click on that, it says the Wolfpack chat. There's like layers and like quarantine chats to this.
What is happening? Someone in Twitter just posted, said ICE waiting on more details. Does anyone know this profile person? The chat is vetted.
Yeah, it's vetted.
It's a vetted chat.
Yeah,
Wolfpack.
vetted. It's vetted, fucking idiots. Someone had the sense to ask. Well, you are that dumb. You are indeed that dumb. This message was deleted. Interesting.
That's the admin list. for that entire group.
Yeah. The feds need to do their job and actually track down every single one of these people and put them in prison. I'm so sorry. Like it's getting out of hand. Do we have anything from Donald Trump tonight about his plans on dealing with this?
Let me
take a look at Truth.
Homeland Security just released this 11 minutes ago. During the riots, one of the individuals was apprehended for obstructing law enforcement personnel, utilizing call traps to deflate these tires of law enforcement officers. Upon apprehension, the subject was found in possession of a bag containing several similar devices.
Oh, shit! This is per Insider Wire. They are usually very good. Allegedly, per Insider Wire Twitter account, Minnesota State Senate candidate Anita Smithson is identified as a dispatcher in that anti-ICE signal group.
I mean, they're gonna find out who these people are in that group. It's point blank conspiracy. And these people, here's the dumb part, right? Officers are getting blamed for this shit when it's actually these fucking idiots that are coordinating attacks on ICE that are getting people fucking killed because they're training people to do shit they shouldn't be fucking doing.
Bro, look at it. And there's a Meet Oren Chowdhury, city council member of Ward 12, also spotted participating in the ICE Watch signal group.
Send it over. I'm gonna play what Christy Nome had to say really quick.
This individual showed up to impede a law enforcement operation and assaulted our officers. They responded according to their training and took action to defend the officer's life and those of the public around him. And I don't know of any peaceful protester that shows up with a gun and ammunition rather than a sign. This is a violent riot when you have someone showing up with weapons and are using them to assault law enforcement officers. This individual showed up to.
So I'm saying, like, the officers aren't to blame for this. It's whatever fucking idiots are like telling people to go fuck around with ICE on a signal group chat. All right, did you send that over? Let's take a look at that.
Yeah.
All right, 1 sec. How are they able to confirm that it's her? Did they give that information?
Her whole last name is in the actual like list. Somebody stopped the video, like went line by line.
Okay. Aaron Chowdhury, city council member of Ward 12, also spotted participating in ICE Watch signal groups. You probably notice her on stage, often giving words of encouragement and support while her handlers are watching.
Look, in that top left name, in that top left corner, her whole last name is there.
It's not a common name.
No.
I mean, anyone can make a name, though, in a signal group chat. I'm just going to be honest. Like, yeah, I want to see it confirmed, but people can also, like, anyone can make a signal chat name. That's why all these people can do stupid shit like add sheep and all kinds of other stuff. But if it is her, then she needs to go to prison. And whoever is coordinated with her in this effort also needs to go to prison. I would say it's likely that it's her, but I'll, in the instance of giving benefit of the doubt, I won't say specifically that it is or isn't. Not until we have more evidence. I want to see what the FBI has to say, actually. I mean, there's going to be a lot of... There's going to be a whole news week of all of this shit. I'm surprised Kash Patel hasn't said anything.
Yeah.
I'm actually really surprised. I wanted to also show the Don Lemon thing, by the way, because I thought that was important, because I think he's going to be going to jail pretty soon. And then I'll play what dumb fuck Pam Bondi had to say.
This is the beginning of what's going to happen here.
So, appeals court just found probable cause to charge Don Lemon for storming into a Minnesota church. Harmeet Dillon said, "Stay tuned." So, I think he's gonna get arrested. Now they had a district court let the other 3 off, I think on bail, but I don't think they're gonna be off for long. I think they'll be back in custody before long.
I am sending this to your
But
Discord for you to research and go down that hole off live. Because if that is true, there's going to be a lot more federal charges going towards the Waltz name.
okay. All right, I'm gonna play the Pam Bondi video. Like, why is this bitch on Fox News? Can you please just go do your job? Like, what? Why the fuck are you on Fox right now?
You can
doing an
find her on
interview?
Fox more than you can like giving press
In her
conferences.
office?
I swear, or in her office.
She might as well be a host.
Like, I didn't know that we. I mean, P. Hegseth was a Fox News contributor, but he's out doing his fucking job, giving press conferences left and right, doing his job as the Secretary of War. But like, why is this woman always on Fox News and not out like doing her actual job?
Homicide, manslaughter, that's who they're trying to protect in Minnesota. I do not understand these people. We sent Governor Walz a very strong letter today. We had been working on this letter. We got it out saying that he better support President Trump. He better support the men and women in law enforcement, because if he doesn't, we are. And that's what we're doing right now.
Were there any consequences in this letter?
Well, we'll see. This is fluid. Let's.
We wrote him a letter. What are the consequences in this letter? We'll see. What the fuck is that? Like, what? Like, I sent him a letter that he better stop, or what? We'll see. We'll see, or what? Like, that's Paper Tiger Pam Bondi. It's such a fucking joke, bro. This reminds me of like White Chicks, where she's like, I'm going to write a letter. I'm going to write your boss. That's what this is.
Yep.
This is a fucking joke. Like, people need to be in fucking handcuffs. Like, this woman is such a pussy. You're such a pussy. Garland wasn't a pussy. He threw 200 something fucking people in jail from J6. You got a president sitting on 34 fucking felonies because Letitia James and Alvin Bragg, but all you got is a strongly worded email? The fuck are we talking about? Oh, I hate this woman. I don't think I've ever hated somebody more than I hate Pam Bondi. I really can't deal with it. So this is just yet another example of these fucking losers chasing people around in Minnesota after they've clearly said that they're not ICE. Yesterday, while driving, we were followed by multiple vehicles for over an hour. We were told that when we came up in the local ICE Watch group, ICE Watch database, you can hear us confirm to them multiple times that we are not ICE. At one point, they asked for our IDs to see who we were. Why are you asking for papers, you Nazis? You guys said asking for papers is Nazi Gestapo behavior. Okay, so I want to point out, this is exactly what Renee Good was doing before she got shot. She put her car in the middle of the street and she started beeping her car horn just like this. Okay, so I would put money on it that Renee Good was in this fucking ICE Watch group. I would put money on it that she is full-fledged involved in this organization. And this organization is getting people fucking killed. Just saying.
We are not ICE. We're not ICE. We're not ICE.
I'm showing my face. I'm not.
We punch you. We're not ICE. Yeah, they've been following us for over an hour. We're not ICE. We're just letting them know, and they.
this vehicle, right?
No. Right.
Right. Get in your truck and get the fuck out. Why? Because you need to go. Confirmed ICE. Get the fuck out.
Confirmed ICE through who? We're American citizens. We're not ICE.
The people that you're abducting. Get out. Please go.
Because they've been following us for over an hour.
Why are you guys here? What are you here doing? Why are you guys here? Where do you live? Yeah, where are you from?
The protest is public property. What are you talking about? Did you come in that car right there?
Yeah, this truck. And they're saying we're popping up in an ICE database.
Well, then you're in it. We're not ICE.
What's the database?
Get the fuck out of here, then. We look like ICE still.
No ice. Nothing on me. Prove it.
We're not ICE.
Prove it.
Let me see your ideas of where you live.
No, they've been following us. That's why we got out and confronted them. You think that's okay?
These people are psychopaths. This is psychopathic bullshit behavior. Like, prove to us that you're not ICE. How? How do I prove a negative? How am I supposed to prove this to you? This is exactly KKK behavior. This is 100% KKK behavior. This is our neighborhood, and outsiders aren't allowed in the neighborhood. We're going to follow you around. We're going to intimidate you until you do what we want you to do. This is crazy. This is fucking lunacy. I don't know how this is even being tolerated to happen. I don't. And what? Are you saying that the media can't come in and report on the situation that's going down here? Why can't the media come in? We have First Amendment right. We're allowed to go wherever the fuck we want. It's America. The fuck are we talking about? They don't know. Did you send me something, Lamb Chop, or was that something you wanted me to look at after we got off?
That is a alleged ball of fun.
Yep.
If you want to go down that rabbit hole on air, that is your call, but that is a whole lot of alleged.
I mean, we're already an hour and a half in, so I probably do it off air, but just going to show you guys a few more things. Okay, this sign says kill Nazis. Yeah. Someone said, Millie, you watched the Portland videos back during the Summer of Love. These people are organized and dangerous. No joke. Funded by USAID. I mean, yeah, I agree. Like, I want to know, and this is what the FBI needs to be working on right now. Who is funding this shit? Okay, these people are out on the street. You saw how many people were following around those two people. That's during work hours. So who is paying these people to go do this shit? Because you got to pay your bills. You got to live somewhere. So who's paying for it? That's what I want to know. Exactly. We still haven't gotten answers.
They're the same ones that are crying that everything's so expensive. How are you guys reporting all this?
Everything's so expensive.
So y'all remember last week when that whole thing happened regarding the FBI vehicles and their Mercado Media things where he live streamed the paperwork of all the paperwork? He's in that group.
Wait a second. Is this the fucking strongly worded letter?
Oh my God.
Where's the first part of this letter? Second, repeal sanctuary policies that have led to so much crime and violence in your state. Removing criminal illegal aliens from Minnesota neighborhoods. Will save lives, and state and local officials should support this goal. All detention facilities in your state should cooperate fully with ICE, honor immigration detainers, permit ICE to interview detainees in custody to determine immigration status. I urge you to reach an agreement with ICE that allows them to remove illegal aliens in custody of Minnesota's prisons and jails and avoids pushing these interactions into your streets. Third, allow the Civil Rights Division of Department of Justice to access voter rolls to confirm that Minnesota's voter registration practices comply with federal laws as authorized by the Civil Rights Act of 1960. Fulfilling this common sense request would better guarantee free and fair elections and boost confidence in the rule of law. I'm confident that these simple steps will bring back law and order in Minnesota and improve the lives of Americans. The time has come for state and local officials in your state to change course. As the chief law enforcement officer of the United States, I'm committed to enforcing federal immigration laws and keeping every American safe. Minnesota should be partner with this administration, not obstruct federal immigration enforcement. Do not allow rioters to take over the streets and houses of worship. Do not hinder federal officials from investigating financial fraud and violations of election laws. Whether state and local politicians stand in the way or not, we will work every day to protect Americans and make Minnesota safe again. I request that you will join us in that effort. Wow, Pam, I am shaking in my boots at this strongly worded letter that you wrote here. Is anybody scared? I wouldn't be. This is like a kitten paws. Like, come on. Pam Bondi is fucking killing me. Pam Bondi is killing this administration, like single-handedly killing this administration. I don't get it. Don't get it. It's so sad. So sad to see this happen. I want to see if there's any more footage going on. I mean, Nick Sorter's got a fuck ton of footage to go over. It's not even something that I can cover in one day. So in Portland, there's riots now taking place. A violent far left mob has surrounded the ICE facility and are trying to tear down protective wooden barriers so that they can get inside. What is the administration's plan? Does Donald Trump truth out at all?
I haven't seen any
Tweets? Nothing?
And so when you looked, was there anything recent?
One more time.
Was when you looked at his truth, was there any recent truths on his?
Nothing, just him reposting stuff. Nothing talking about the situation. The only thing that was like 10 hours ago. That was it.
I'm kind of disappointed with that, man. Like, this needs a firm hand. Even Ronald Reagan didn't allow for that kind of shit to happen. You know what I mean? Like, you got to step in at some point and put down your foot. I mean, Lincoln fucking did. Lincoln put down his foot so hard we went to fucking war. I don't understand what it's going to take. I don't want to live every time that Republicans rightfully and lawfully win an election that we have to go through months and months and months of liberals like throwing a hissy fit. I don't know why we have to be subjected to this shit. The Democrats certainly didn't deal with it when it was Republicans on J6. We know that much. Okay, so this came from United States Attorney. I think his last name is Asale. I think that's how you say it, Asale. Antifa tactics are on full display. Today, you're seeing is straight from their playbook to undermine the government. Agitate law enforcement, get in their face, spit on them, assault them, etc. 2, trigger a response and use of force by law enforcement. 3, film the use of force and publicize it out of context. 4, use mainstream media and social media to inflame the public with a false narrative. 5, trigger a riot to overthrow the government. They tried this last summer in LA and it did not work. We aggressively arrested and charged violators on the spot and called in the National Guard. We restored law and order in California. The Justice Department will do the same in Minnesota. Okay, but when? When is that going to be? All of these people should have already been in handcuffs. Where's the FBI? I would like to see a press statement from the FBI. The no-go zone in Minneapolis is getting fully stocked like a pop-up leftist supply depot. Free hand warmers, winter gear, coffee, food, milk, you name it. Okay, who's paying for all of this?
Exactly.
Oh, did I just see a Target bag Hold on.
Yeah, there's gonna be people trying to rouse it up. There's one guy over here.
Bitch!
Stay consistent.
Bitch, you guys said you were protesting Target. What happened? That protest lasted about 5 fucking seconds. I see a motherfucking Target bag going on in here. What is going on? You said Target wasn't your fucking ally. Now you guys are buying shit from Target. They thought I wouldn't catch that shit. I caught you red-handed. My God, it's gonna be the summer of love, except for it's just the winter of love. I think that phrasing was accurate. Do we have any more updates? Footage going on? I'm gonna pop over to Nick's orders.
I haven't seen anything come out. I'm going through the Cam Higby video at like 0.25 speed.
Yeah, it's the only thing I'm finding out about is that video. People posting names of people. Another person that I saw was a part of the Minnesota state statute. Or I'm sorry, Senate.
And you're absolutely right, because someone said, "Is that milk?" It is milk, because they're a bunch of fucking whiny babies. That's what they need. They need a full fucking bottle of milk. That's why they have like 6 jugs of it. No, I'm just kidding. That's probably for when they get pepper sprayed. They probably plan to pour milk on everyone's face. But they've already done their candlelight vigil for their fallen comrade. Someone asked, how old is Lamb Chop? Just curious. Love his addition to your show. Thanks, Cam. Go ahead, Lamb Chop.
I'm 35.
35, bro. What a dinosaur. No, I'm just kidding. I'm 34, so I'm like right behind you.
And the printed signs less than 10 hours later.
These people are quick with it. I swear they have their own print shop ready to go. Just for whatever the protest is. They're like, let's print this out fast.
Couldn't you see it? Like her being a little scared.
This fucking donut shop is just cashing in on the drama. They're just like, you know what? Now would be a good time to sell some donuts.
If only you knew, Millie.
Any protesters want some coffee? Some donuts with some sprinkles? Fuck off. Honestly, this isn't as big as I thought it would be. Like, that's not actually too bad. I thought it would be like way bigger than this. Wait, so this guy was an ICU nurse?
Yeah.
Interesting. This is why I said be careful when you go to the hospital, because you never know which one of your fucking nurses is an absolute crazy fucking activist. Okay? Make sure that if you ever have to go to the fucking hospital, don't be wearing any of your fucking MAGA gear, because I swear to God they're gonna let you die.
Your music videos in this?
What is this?
What is this?
What the fuck? Bro, Bro, I have to go back and watch the music video being filmed off of this guy's fucking corpse is only like not even cold yet. And they're out here filming music videos. What is
can't make
going
this shit
on?
Burn down Fort Snelling! Burn down Fort Snelling! Burn down Fort Snelling! Burn down Fort Snelling!
Not the One Piece flag.
Fort Snelling! Burn down Fort Snelling! Burn down Fort Snelling!
Like they don't even have any fucking voice left. This guy sounds like someone who barely made it through puberty. He's just like the very fucking end of it just loses his voice. Oh my god.
No justice! No justice! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice!
Well, another white man bites the dust. This is two white people that got rickrolled by
What?
white. That's a white man. Like, see, they can't even like get BLM really out in the streets because none of these people were black. They're both white. So it's kind of, you know, the social justice isn't hard enough for them to burn down the city. You know what I mean? Because they're the white saviors, so it's okay.
I told y'all who they identified as the leader or one of the group leaders in that Signal chat, right?
I have not seen it, no.
Minnesota, again, this is from Insider Wire. Minnesota Signal group leader identified as Amanda Kohler, a protest organizer and campaign strategist for Tim Walz.
I will care once I see them in handcuffs.
Yes.
I'm real fatigued with it.
Yes.
So, I mean, Pam Bondi put out 2 hours ago, the full weight of the federal law enforcement, here, I'll put this up, is engaged in Minnesota, and this Department of Justice is advancing actions on every front. Walz and Ellison and Frey have acknowledged a receipt of federal grand jury subpoenas from this DOJ. We have arrested multiple individuals in the city church attack and will continue to fight for our religious organizations. Today, we arrested a man who violently assaulted an HSI agent. More arrests are coming. Meanwhile, our attorneys are relentlessly fighting to defeat the unprecedented judicial activism unfolding in Minnesota. Accountability is coming. This is why the Insurrection Act exists. It says specifically when you can't do it by normal judicial proceedings, when you can't get anywhere through judicial proceedings, that's when you're allowed to invoke the Insurrection Act. And we're here. We're already here. Clearly, the 3,000 agents isn't enough to stop these psychopaths from, like, I don't know, vandalizing U.S. property, vandalizing vehicles, assaulting agents, impeding law enforcement to the fact where they get shot. Clearly, it wasn't enough. So you're going to need more people in there. So it's time to just get the fucking Marine Corps back on the ground and do something about it. Not K-pop Demon Hunter. Holy fuck.
Go away.
Yeah, as it relates to the enforcement that we see right now, let me be clear.
Is that a Christmas ornament on her fucking ear? Like, what is that? How big is that fucking earring, bruh?
They're supposed to do immigration and customs enforcement, not going after U.S. citizens.
Bro, is that a cat
not
toy?
going after people that are documented. That is not what they are supposed to do, but that is what they are doing. They are turning us into Nazi Germany by saying they're going to go door to door. They are going after people because of their accent or the color of their skin, because this Supreme Court gave them carte blanche ability to do so. So all we want ICE to do is to do what ICE was created to do. And unfortunately, that's not what they are doing. Yeah, as it relates to
That earring reminds me of like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory golden ticket got crumpled up and thrown on her fucking earlobe. Like what? What is this? I can't stand this woman. This
I
woman is
will
the biggest
start
loser.
listening to K-pop Demon Hunter talk about Nazi Germany when she can tell me where she worked on a farm and the farm equipment she used.
Exactly.
That she so-called bragged about 3 times this week.
She's a good old girl from Texas, like she said.
Yeah.
Well, so I guess this was like a somewhat of a, is this an actual debate that she's doing?
Oh.
She's actually in a debate.
How do you balance your feelings toward ICE versus the people you would represent who support deporting undocumented immigrants? You have 30 seconds.
So my family is from the border. My mom grew up in Laredo, Texas. I feel like Texans understand this issue of immigration more so than people in other states because we live with it, both the benefits and the challenges. So what I've said is that our southern border should be like our front porch. There should be a giant welcome mat out front and a lock on the door. We can welcome immigrants who want to live the American dream. We can build a pathway to citizenship for those neighbors who have been here making us richer and stronger, and we can keep out people who mean to do us harm.
How do you balance your feelings toward?
So this is the primary for Democrat Senate. So this is the Democratic primary. It seems like it's just 2 people. It's just between this guy and her. I would laugh so hard if this guy beats her out in the Democratic primary.
Imagine.
I would laugh so hard.
If she got primaried out.
Yeah, for senator. She's running for senator if you didn't know. Dan. She's been as soon as she lost her seat, she just turned around and said, you know, I'm going to run for senator. I don't think she's going to make it. Pete Hegseth, our Department of War secretary, put this out. How to avoid ICE. 1, don't be here illegally. 2, don't attack ICE officers. 3, obey federal and state laws. Damn. Seems like a pretty basic concept. I don't know, guys. Does that seem like some difficult instructions? It doesn't seem difficult to me. What is this guy talking about? Hold on.
Today, this could have just as easily been me that got shot.
Why? Why so?
Because I'm a Minnesota permit carrier. I love donuts. I could have been in the donut shop. I would have came out and I probably would have filmed ICE because I don't think what they're doing is right. And so I had to come down here and see the spot. And I just can't believe that they shot him in cold blood.
As a Minnesotan,
in cold blood,
seeing everybody out here today, you said that you were also out on these streets during 2020. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. I rode my bike down here after they killed George Floyd, and I cried after what I saw that they did to my neighborhood. And I just pray that everybody stays vigilant, but also peaceful, because I don't want to see this happen to my city again. Call in the National Guard, keep things quiet, but get ICE out of here. I don't think ICE belongs here. I've never had a...
What? This is so frustrating. The federal government belongs everywhere. Their jurisdiction is throughout the United States. The FBI can go into any city that they want and follow through an investigation that they're doing. I don't understand this. These are the same rules that apply for the FBI to be able to go into your house if they have warrants or they're searching for a person that is in correlation with a fucking crime. The J6ers had their faces graphed, and then they searched that through a fucking database through facial recognition and wound up at their fucking door. It didn't matter what fucking state you lived in. They still showed up and came and got your ass. So I don't know how these people fucking think like, well, I just don't want the feds here. Tough shit. You don't get to say we're not going to enforce federal law because we're throwing a temper tantrum. How does that make sense? I don't understand. But we've reached almost the 2-hour mark. Is there anything that you guys wanted to add? Because, I mean, there's still a lot of stuff going to be unfolding, and there's probably going to be a lot of crazy footage in the morning.
I just think it's gonna get. I think it's just gonna get worse in Minnesota. There's gonna be more that goes on. They're gonna be fighting against ICE even more now. They're gonna keep popping up these autonomous zones. They have the organization already with these group chats. It's just Pam Bondi needs to do her fucking job and get to the bottom of this shit so we can actually cut the head off the snake so this cannot progress. And Donald Trump does need to invoke the Insurrection Act to calm down the temperature of everything that's going on, because them putting the National Guard there is not going to do anything, to be honest, in my eyes. So something needs to be done.
The time has come for body cams at this point.
That's the first thing I said is we need body cams, and you have to be able to have multiple angles of this happening so that we can see what's going on the ground. It makes it much more difficult to do that.
Yeah,
Hold on. This is Tim Walz's statement really quick. They think they can provoke us into abandoning our values, and they're wrong. We will keep the peace. How have you done keeping the peace? You had 2 people fucking shot because you're not fucking telling your citizens to stop following around ICE agents. I don't get it. We will secure justice for our neighbors, and we will see this occupation end. The language is just so like I'm frustrated.
He is so butthurt. I think, listen, I'm gonna be real. I think if this was not Trump in office and this was happening under a different person, I don't think Tim Walz would be throwing this big of a hissy fit.
Is this the fucking dude in the dress?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
That's what I was playing before you came up on my panel.
Yes. That's the Antifa dude.
I do this all year, all the time. I'm out and about like this because I do it for me all year. All the time. Yeah. Yep. I'm a fucking blue collar fuck of a dude all day long. And then at least a few times every week, I like to get real clean and pretty and go out, shoot pool or get dinner, maybe go dance. You never fucking know, right? But I don't need a fucking parade to celebrate. I don't need to be groped and harassed and fat catcalled and treated like a piece of meat by a bunch of fucking cis women who fucking give me side eyes in public when I do this the rest of the fucking year. Who mumble to themselves and fucking have all kinds of things to say behind my back. All of you, fuck off.
Transtifa.
These cis women out here. You mean just women, homie. You're not a fucking woman. Period. I don't care which way you tuck your cock. If you tuck it forward, you tuck it backwards, whatever the fuck you do with your balls, okay? You'll never be a fucking woman, period. Period. I don't care if you stuff your bra. I don't care if you tattoo woman on your fucking forehead. You're never gonna be one of us. Ever. Brother, listen, this is what happens when you cater to mental illness. This is where we end up.
Yeah.
All right, guys. That is the conclusion of the show for tonight. I think we went over the footage. What do you think the conclusion is based off of what we see now without more coming out? What do you think really is going to be the outcome here?
I think they're going to have to do, obviously, there's no way they don't open an investigation into this. I think at the very least, unless there is substantial evidence that we have yet to see of a firearm on the ground that he was fighting for, I think at the very least that agent loses his job, if not charges. But again, there could be evidence that they have that we don't. I think National Guard needs to come in, and I think Pam Bondi needs to do her job. Stop throwing around the paper tiger.
What do you think, Enzo's?
More or less the same. I think there needs to be a thorough investigation into it because I mean we're speculating on really what happened. Just at this point, I would like maybe see a little see something happen to the ICE officer if there was any wrongdoing for the situation, because the way that it looks, just somebody looking in, not really analyzing everything, it just looks wrong in a way. So I want to see some type of investigation. I want the climate of all this to actually be cooled at this point, because it's just going to get worse, like I said before, if nothing actually gets done. And agreed, like we've all said, Pam Bondi needs to do her job at this point, because this is getting ridiculous that nothing is happening to anybody.
Well, I think the reason that this has gone on so long is because there's no accountability coming from the DOJ, right? If the DOJ were to lay down the fucking full weight of the DOJ on these people, the DOJ has a 95% conviction rate, okay? Like, it is no problem for the DOJ to start throwing people in fucking prison. But the fact is that nobody's getting thrown in prison. So it makes it so much easier for people to be like, whatever, the federal government says they're going to do something, but they're really not doing anything, so we're going to continue to fuck off. Intel guy says, I'm genuinely irritated that the left doesn't understand. Stop interfering with the police in conducting legal operations. I said this as well. Like, this stops when these ICE watches get the hammer on them. All of these people in those chats need to go to jail for conspiracy to impede law enforcement. It's just that simple. So go ahead.
No, I agree. I just like I can't imagine if people were trying to interfere with like ongoing DEA or FBI operations. Like, why would you think this is any different?
I don't know. Can you do me a favor? Do you know, because I'm new to YouTube, do you know whether or not the super chat thing is activated yet?
Let me check.
I don't know much about it. It said like something about 3,000 watch hours, but I just don't know if it's even up there yet. And I was gonna check it now that we're live. Someone said no, it's not. Okay, interesting. Maybe it's something you have to apply for. I don't know much about YouTube, but I have a feeling that things on TikTok are gonna get fucked. Like, did you see that video that Dylan Page put out?
Yeah.
I think TikTok is gonna go downhill, like, quick, if they don't turn around the AI moderation. I'm getting violations for low quality content, which is crazy. So, have you gotten that violation yet, Enzos?
Nope.
Yeah.
Hoff got the same. Hoff got a week ban last night for the exact same thing,
Low
for low quality, and he got tagged for misinfo too. But
What?
there was the low quality.
Yeah. Yeah, if they don't start turning around the AI moderation that is moderating TikTok, like, they're going to start losing content creators left and right. Because I'm like considering being like, you know what? I'm just gonna do TikTok like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then do YouTube Tuesday and Thursday, and just start transitioning over to YouTube, because I just see TikTok kind of crashing as an application if they don't turn that around. But that's just my
Agreed.
thoughts. I'm gonna let you all go to bed. Are you going live again, Enzos?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go live for a little bit.
All right, guys. Well, if you're all hanging out in this chat, make sure to go check out Enzos live. He's gonna go start up, and hopefully you'll get some opposition. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of drama playing out this weekend, so have fun with that. Good luck. All right,
Later.
guys. Thanks for hanging out, and hopefully everyone has a great night. Good night.